Okay, I wanted to very quickly just take you through what's here on the commercial design and make unit. So if you go to the unit itself and go now to course content and then into course material, here you will see the new folders that have been put in. So you've got week 8 onwards pattern resources. So these are the quarter scale skirt in Adobe Illustrator format, in CorelDRAW format, as a DXF, which you should be able to import into different things, and also as a quarter scale JPEG, which you'll be able to print off. So you can use that to then work through what you might do. Here's the brief and the delivery plans for week 8 onwards. So that prints as 2 pages of A4 in landscape format, and it gives you an outline of what to do in each week. So if you click on it, it should open. It's in Word format. So you can go to this document here, and obviously we appreciate for the unit you're not going to be able to make the garment up. So you can see what's proposed you start to think about doing by week. Now, it might be you feel you're a little bit behind with this, and that's fine. The important thing is just to try and move through the steps that are there. Using the garment breakdown, think through the pattern development process, technical considerations. We've been through those with analysis of the garment. Have a think about how garments that you have might be made, or are made, sorry, because you can observe them, and then think about what that means for what you might do and the decisions you might make. So here again is the updated brief, and you can see, and you're submitting still an individual summative portfolio. But think about the development of the garment and how you might undertake it, outline the practices, so the type of approaches you might use. So the brief is there, and at the bottom of that were 2 sources. And then here, to try and give you some further guidance, is individual feedback. So the proposal that you had for the design you would make per group. Oh, that's the PDF. And then the doc here is the document that I've put questions on that you need to start to think about addressing individually. You can still discuss as groups, and then you can feedback to that and send those to me by email at my university email, and I can collate them and give them to our graduate teaching assistants or other members of the team, so that we can collate some overall group feedback to help you then develop further your ideas. The important thing now is that you spend time analysing garments that you have and finding ways to think through the decision-making process without physically making your own prototypes. But you have lots of garments, I'm sure, that you can utilise as reference material. And I hope we can provide some further guidance. But think very specifically, if you've got questions around this, make sure they're addressed to specific areas of guidance. So, for instance, I've read the brief and this sentence doesn't make sense to me. Please, can you address it? And some of that you can do by going to the course tool, the discussion board, which is up here. And you can see there's course discussion and a coursework Q&A. So you can use this to answer questions and discuss between yourselves, and then we can think about how often the team can access this to feedback to you as well. So make sure you're utilising the resources. But the important things to start to follow through, what is in the course material here, and have a look at the week 8 onwards stuff. And as well, there is this week 11 coursework assessment criteria, which provides some further details which should help to guide you. But remember, we're not expecting you to make a prototype. We're expecting you in the coursework to show your decision-making process of taking a commercial design, taking the diffusion of quite a stylized design into something which is commercially viable. And we're recording, or you're recording, the decision-making process you're making as you take it from something which is quite high-end and complex to something which is realizable for a value retailer.